Hello. So I was interviewed last week. The conversation of technology property rights, of course, came up, and the idea was that when you buy a computer, and it comes bundled with software. Isn't that shouldn't that bundle be considered absolute? That you have essentially waived your right to choose your own software if the manufacturer has made the software choices for you and has decided that you don't need to have the ability to make your own software choices. Isn't that a bundle that you accept when you purchase the hardware? So let's look at this in two different ways. One, let's look at other types of property. If you buy a home, uh, you buy it from an original home builder. Are you accepting as a bundle all the features of that home, and that you'd expect that what the home did when you purchased it is the only thing that the home would be able to do later on, and that if you wanted to paint the home or you wanted to make an extension to it, you wanted to change the windows, you wanted to do anything like that, add a second bathroom, whatever, then of course you should be able, or you should have to go back to the manufacturer, get their permission, and of course pay them an extra royalty because after all, they were the original builder. You should expect to do that. Nobody would accept that bundle. People figure that once you buy your home, that your connection with the previous owner, the builder, is over. That yes, you may have to get permissions from the city or whatever, but to extend your home, you would obviously don't have to get permission from the city to paint your house. But if you want to make an extension, you might have to make sure you get certain permits, that type of thing. But you'd never expect to have to go back to the original manufacturer and get their permission. And of course, you'd never expect to have to pay a royalty to the original builder. Nobody would accept that bundling for a home, so why should we expect it with a computer? The other, obviously, let's make some comparisons to copyright. So one thing that people assume is that if you take a copyrighted work, put it on the internet, that putting it on the internet is in and of itself a waiver of copyright, that people should be able to download that thing from the internet, incorporate it into anything that they want, commercial or non-commercial, republish those pictures and videos and do whatever you want. But that once you put something online, that's of course a waiver of copyright. Well, that type of bundle it would never be acceptable to copyright holders. They expect that yes, they can authorize something to be put online. They can have a limited license that says yes, you're allowed to view this. But if you want to incorporate it into your own work, if you want to republish it, you want to you want to make money from it, then of course you'd have to get permission from the copyright holder, and if they're willing to give permission and under conditions of payment, that type of thing, that would be acceptable. But no one would accept the bundle that says that once you put something online, that's a waiver of copyright. Now, again, how is that any different than technology property rights? And the suggestion that if you buy a computer bundled with software and the manufacturer doesn't want you to change the software, well, who cares if the manufacturer doesn't want you to change the software? If they sold it to you, as part of that sale comes certain property rights, and one of the basic property rights of a computer is the right to choose the software. That includes, if you don't want to have to make your own software choices, you're not a technology person, to choose who is making those software choices. And if you don't like the manufacturer and the choices that they've made for your software, it should be your protected property right to choose someone else to make those software choices. But you as the owner are the one that should be making those choices, not somebody else. And the law should never say that the owner is not allowed to make those choices.